What is up, everybody? Welcome to Gibby Plays Total Extreme Wrestling 2005 Rebuilding WCW in 2001. I am your host, of course, the GIWBY, the man they call Gibby. Going through here, what we're going to do. So, it's been a while since I've done the last episode, so let's just get right through here and just remind everybody what we're going to be doing. So in terms of the storylines we currently have booked in WCW, we have a Booker T versus Jeff Jarrett storyline going on. We've also got Goldberg versus Steiner, Guerrero versus Mysterio, Nash and DDP, Rection versus Awesome, and WCW TV title tournament. And this TV title tournament is supposed to make Chris Kanyon much more of a bigger star, as I believe currently he's in the lower mid-card status, so I want to push him a bit more. So these are our current feuds going into, I believe it's Sold Out, our first pay-per-view. And we just finished our second week of Nitro, and the ratings are not doing too great for us right now. But as you can see, we got a great show last week, so hopefully with more consistent shows, more people will tune in. So let's just check out the inbox as I go in here. So we checked our email, and as you can see in the lower ones right here, this is what we drew last week. So we got 1.1 million people viewing. And in terms of our actual promotion, we're making a bit of money, $11 million. Still at a cult size. Once we start moving up, once we get into that $15 million range, then we should be able to be an international, or in this case, a global company. So let's just keep moving on to the next couple of days. Let's just see here. Let's just check the SmackDown results. And looks like they had a good show. Not a great show, but a good one. Shawn Michaels apparently returns in this one, so that's interesting. So let's just keep continuing on here. There's no wrestlers we can sign at the moment because we are still a cult company, and since we're not that big according to the game, they'll just want some open-ended contracts, and so we can't sign them to written contracts. So let's just look in here. So Raven and Vince Russo are no longer friends. That's not a good thing. Our house show so far, we had $58,000 from our house show rather. So that's pretty good. So let's keep moving on here to the next one as the days progress. Okay, so nothing here. So we'll just keep moving on forward. So we're gonna move some stuff up a bit quicker, much quicker rather, as mainly our pay-per-views are on the third week instead of the fourth week. So with it being on the third week, I have to rush some angles a little bit. So hopefully I can try and find a way to naturally put it in and make it seem like it's a part of the show instead of just rushing it in. But let's just check out this result here. So not a very good show, obviously, from IWA. So let's just keep moving on forward here. I missed that email, but after this next loading screen here, I'll get another email going. So let's just check out our emails. Keep doing that. Okay, Canyon is not happy with the push right now, so we'll probably push that up once we get going with the TV title tournament. And this is the money we've made so far. So let's just keep going here. Actually, let's go to the booking screen and see how our road agents feel Chris Kanyon should be pushed. So far this is what they think of Chris Kanyon. Good all-rounder. Let's just talk to our booking team. Go to Chris Kanyon. Ideally, Chris Kanyon would be used as an upper mid-card. So let's just go into our booking area here. And we'll push Chris Kanyon up a bit more. So here we go. Select. And we'll push him up as an upper mid-card guy. There we go. So just want to keep Chris Kanyon happy. As we move along here, so our next show is tonight. ECW had their show, Guilty as Charged. Let's see what it was. And it looks like they had a pretty solid show. They had 15,000 people in the Pepsi Arena, which is quite good for ECW standards. So let's see. They had a pretty solid show. A lot of wrestlers on. They had the Ultimate Warrior in their promotion, which I find quite interesting. So let's just get to our intro. So our house show made $58,000 from our house show. So all in all, from that weekend, we're in the $11,200,000 range. So not a big jump, but a jump nonetheless. So let's just go back over to our main screen and move on to our next event. So we'll go on to WCW Monday Nitro and see if there's anybody unavailable, which there isn't. Alright, so let's go to our booking screen. So first we'll just add up our show opening segment. So some pyro. So where is that? I believe it's the open challenge. Let me just see. It's been a while, so I just gotta remember some of the angles in here. First, let's just get our cruiserweight thing out of the way. How about we do that? So we have a gimmick with Chavo attacking people before the match starts. So we'll do a backstage assault, just a basic one. So we'll have Chavo do that. Let me just get to Chavo Guerrero. So Chavo here. And we'll get to Air Paris. Who should Chavo face? Let's make him face AJ Styles. So backstage assault. Guerrero on Styles. And we'll just make that a quick 2-minute segment. And so let's just go back into our storylines here and see what they want out of it. So we have our pre-match attack, and we just need Guerrero to win his match. So we'll start off with Chavo Guerrero versus AJ Styles to start off. And so we'll have Chavo Guerrero here. And AJ Styles. So we'll save that. We'll give them 9 minutes to work with. Guerrero will win, and we'll keep Styles looking strong just because of the pre-match angle. We'll make it a tainted win. They can have the all-out match, work the crowd to get things going, and there'll be a pinfall finish. And should be good there. So, and our booker, or road agent rather, we'll put Finley on there. So here we go. And our referee is Charles Robinson. So here we go, Chavo Guerrero versus AJ Styles. So let's just check our storylines here, as we have to rush some things since our pay-per-view is coming up very soon. So, we'll have him celebrate after the match, but like over celebrate. So let's see. Celebration. Post-match celebration. Completely over the top. Adds more heel heat onto Chavo. So Chavo Guerrero. Make that a 2-minute segment. And then through storyline purposes, we'll have someone come out and challenge Guerrero to a match. We'll make that Billy Kidman, just to fill in a slot at Sold Out. So we'll do that. First, actually, I just want to make sure I'll be able to do that right. So yeah, Chavo has to be the subject. So add an angle. So a title match. So the major catalyst will have Billy Kidman challenging Chavo Guerrero at Sold Out. So we'll put in Kidman wants a title match, and that'll be a 2-minute segment. Actually, yeah, 2 minutes will be fine. And then we'll have the heel accept in a response angle. So let's just see. Just want some a little bit of continuity. So we'll make it a promo. So we'll do that. So Guerrero will accept the challenge made by Billy Kidman, and that'll set up Kidman and Guerrero Sold Out versus Kidman. Quick 1-minute segment, and for that we shall advance book. They've already got Jeff Jarrett and Booker T at Sold Out. So now we're gonna have at Sold Out, we are gonna have not Goldberg, Kidman, and Guerrero in a singles match. There we go. So Billy Kidman versus Chavo Guerrero after this segment. So let's check our storylines now. So now we'll do something with General Rection and Mike Awesome. So we'll have Mike Awesome come out and self-hype himself. So let me just find my hype angles here. So we'll have him do that. Actually, where's his self-hype? Add angle. Let me just filter through here. So hype angle. So we'll have a backstage interview with him. And let's see, where's Gene Okerlund? There he is. And we'll have Mike Awesome helping himself out with Mike Awesome. Give that 4 minutes, and then he'll have a match. Let's see who he'll have his match with. So let's just scroll down here. So Mike Awesome, let's put him against a higher guy that we're not really using right now, and he's a heel. So let's try Sid Justice. Do Mike Awesome versus Sid Justice. And we'll give that 11 minutes. And we'll put Johnny Ace involved with that. And for this one, we're going to make it interesting, because then we'll have General Rection on commentary just to see how he does. And we'll have Awesome be the winner. Awesome should look dangerous. Open match. Decisive win. And just keep it scripted for now. And we'll make it a pinfall finish. So Mike Awesome versus Sid Justice in this one. So let's just check storyline wise during that. And then after the match, we'll have General Rection attack with the heel. So after the match, we'll have General Rection come from the commentary booth to attack Mike Awesome. So attack. And it'll be attack in the ring. So here we go. Major catalyst will be General Rection. And the target is Mike Awesome. Here we go. So attack in ring. erection on Awesome. And we'll do that for 2 minutes. And go back to storylines here. And then we'll have, just to speed these up, we'll save this for, you know what, no, let's just make this right after. And then the last one with Awesome challenging Rection to a match. So QRS, there we go, taunt. So let's see. So let's just do a taunt like this. Actually, let's just see here. We'll just do this basic taunt. So we'll do this. So we'll be general Rection. If I could find it. There we go. And Mike Awesome. So Rection, taunting, Awesome. And we'll make that just quick 2 minutes. And then that'll be it for that angle. And now we'll have Steiner. So before his match, we'll have Steiner taunting Goldberg. So we'll go to that here. So just keep going down here. So we'll have Steiner taunting about Goldberg, about an upcoming win. There we go. We'll do that for 2 minutes. And then we'll have Steiner go in a match with, we'll say Sting. So Scott Steiner versus, let's see here, who's a good face other than Sting? Not Ric Flair. I want to save Ric Flair. Yeah, we'll go with Sting. So Scott Steiner versus Sting. That will go 12 minutes. We'll have Steiner win. And we want to make Steiner look strong in this one so that he can look like a legitimate world champion. Actually, we'll remove that and we'll make him tap out in the Steiner recliner. So here we go. And let's go back to our storyline. And then we'll have, after the match, Steiner continuing to taunt Goldberg. So type, go to taunt. So and then we'll have Steiner taunt Goldberg on screen. Taunt Steiner on Goldberg. And that is that. And then we'll have our challenge in our tag match for the titles. So we'll add an angle afterwards. for a challenge. And we'll have a 2v2 with the title match. So we'll have Diamond Dallas Page and Kevin Nash against Chronic. So Brian Adams and Brian Clark. So Insiders versus Chronic with the title on the line. We'll make that 2. And with that, we should be able to put that in the advanced booking for Sold Out. So tag match will be at the pay-per-view. We'll have the big turn at Sold Out, just so that people can get some buys to see if Kevin Nash will turn. So challenge is done. So we'll go to the advanced booking and we'll book our tag title match. So Sold Out, tag team titles, Diamond Dallas Page, Kevin Nash versus Chronic. And we are set to go. We've got some good heat going into it, so that's good. So close that. We also got to get our WCW TV title tournament going. So we'll have Chris Kanyon versus Lance Storm. So we'll have the announcers hype up that. So let's see. We'll go to our hype angles. So our announcer hypes up that. So JJK. So Mike Tenay and Arn Anderson will hype up Chris Kanyon versus Lance Storm. There we go. Hypes Kanyon versus Storm. And that will be 2 minutes. And we'll add the match. So Chris Kanyon, Lance Storm, get that 9 minutes. Actually, we'll give it 8 minutes just to spare some time. Kanyon will win. Keep Storm looking strong. We'll make it open. Again, another decisive win. And that should get the crowd back into it. So all out match, and they can work the crowd. And Kanyon will win via pinfall. So we'll save that. Now we've got 49 more minutes. So I'm just going to move this segment back a bit. Just before the Steiner thing. Just as a way to get the fans a little bit hyped up. We have our challenge here, and we'll just move that back to right here is good. So we have that, the Steiner bit, and now let's go back to our storylines. We got to do something with Booker and Jarrett. So let's see. We'll do some sort of promo here. Yeah, we'll have a parking lot brawl to just hype up Jarrett and Booker T. And Booker T will be the target. Jeff Jarrett versus Booker T. There we go. Now I'll give up good chunk of time, but it'll help fill in our feud a little bit. So we have that. We'll add another angle just to hype up the other match. So hype up. We gotta hype up Shane Douglas, and I think it's Chuck Palumbo. So let's see. JJK, Mike Tenay, Arn Anderson versus, and it's Chuck Palumbo and Shane Douglas. So hypes Palumbo versus Douglas. 2 minutes. Let me just make sure I am correct here. And yes, I am correct. So that's good. Add match. So we'll do Shane Douglas versus Chuck Palumbo. Shane Douglas, Chuck Palumbo. There we go. And we'll make this 9 minutes. Shane Douglas wins. Open match. Decisive win. But we'll make it cheap. Actually, no, we won't make it cheap. They can call in the ring. See how they do. Work the crowd. Pinfall finish. There we go. And should be good on that front. So we've got that booked. Now we've got 31 more minutes left. So we've got our Nash. We've got Booker T and Jeff Jarrett. We've got Rection and Awesome. We just need to deal with Goldberg and Steiner. So we'll have Goldberg face off in a match. I'll probably put him against Lex Luger or Buff Bagwell. Probably Lex Luger because I think I put him in with Bagwell last week. Oh, I also have to add Mike Awesome accepting the challenge made. Requesting a challenge, rather, against General Rection. So we'll do that. Request. So title request. So we'll make the major catalyst. So we'll make Mike Awesome go to Vince Russo about challenging a title match. So where is General Rection? There he is. Awesome against Rection. Give that 2 minutes. And then we'll add an angle just to kill some time about Goldberg. So we'll have a hype up angle, if I can find it. Let's see, something interesting just to make the guy Goldberg unique. There's a talk show. Pre-match warm-up should be good. So we'll have Goldberg do that. Goldberg. And then we'll have some sort of spectacular entrance for Goldberg. Embarrassment. Gotta find that angle. There was a great angle here talking about entrances. I think it's this one. Yes. There we go. This one. Bill Goldberg's entrance. 2 minutes. So then we'll have our match with Goldberg. So Bill Goldberg versus Lex Luger. Yeah, Lex Luger should work. Bill Goldberg versus Lex Luger. 13-minute match. Actually, we'll make it a bit longer. So Bill Goldberg will be the victor. Domination on Goldberg's part to make him look strong as well. Make it seem like two titans going against each other. Script. All-out match. Work the crowd. Worker. Bill Goldberg will still be attacked by Scott Steiner, just for storyline continuity. But it shall still be a pinfall finish. There we go. And we'll make that with Johnny Ace. And we'll put Scott Steiner at the announce desk. That should make for some interesting television. So we'll do that. So we still have 9 minutes to go. So then, in terms of storyline, so we got that. Then we'll have Steiner attacking after the match. So we'll do that. So post-match. Post-match attack. So target will be Goldberg, and Steiner will be the one on the attack. Post-match attack. Steiner on Goldberg. We'll do that for 2 minutes. And then we'll have our request angle. Not that one, because Goldberg does not have a manager. Let's see, request for match 1v1 with the title. So major catalyst Goldberg, Russo, and Steiner. Here we go. Match Goldberg versus Steiner. Should work. So we'll do that for 2 minutes. And then to end off the show, we'll have, let's just check out our post-match. Let's check out actually our attack angles. So let's see. And we'll use this to finish off the show. So Bill Goldberg and Scott Steiner in a massive brawl. There we go. And we'll make that 5 minutes. And that should be, there we go. So we've got that done. And we're not going to book anything for the pre-show. So let's just go over. We'll go to Southwest. We won't do that great here. Let's see new recommendations. We could still get a big size arena if we wanted to, but let's just stay in our area, the Mid-Atlantic. View recommendations. So another big sized arena we would need. We've already been to the Greensboro Coliseum. So we'll go to the MCI Center, where entertainment is quite huge. So we'll assign that as tonight's venue. So we'll advance book at Sold Out. We'll have Bill Goldberg versus Scott Steiner. So we'll save that match. There we go. For what else do we have? We'll put in General Ruction versus Mike Awesome as well for Sold Out. Where's General Ruction? I always go by General Ruction, but here we go. Versus Mike Awesome. Sold Out. And I think there's one more I need to do. Billy Kidman versus Chavo Guerrero. Actually, no, I already got that. Let me just see the matches. So I got Jared and Booker. I got this stuff. So I just need to put it what's going to be on Nitro. So for Nitro, there's going to be Steiner and Sting. I have to do this before so that I can get some people interested in the show. So Steiner and Sting is going to happen on the show. There's also going to be Bill Goldberg versus Lex Luger. There you go. We are also going to get, what was it, Lance Storm and Chris Kanyon. So we'll put Chris Kanyon and we'll have Lance Storm. There we go. Save that for Nitro as well. We'll have Shane Douglas versus Chuck Palumbo. Here we go. We'll have AJ Styles versus Chavo Guerrero Jr. We'll save that one as well. So we got our Nitros booked. We've got our pay-per-views for Sold Out booked as well. I think we should be good. And then we'll do, let me see what else I've got booked here. I'll also book in Awesome versus Sid Justice rather. Mike Awesome versus Sid Justice. And Nitro. There we go. See if there's anything else I booked here. I think I should be good. Yeah, I should be good. So let's run the show and see how we do. So to start off, we have our backstage angle. Segment benefited from a hot crowd. Styles did not perform great in this one, but the storyline has been moved forward. Chavo Guerrero defeated AJ Styles illegally using the ropes for leverage in a alright match. So next, after picking up the victory, Chavo Guerrero went crazy, celebrating like a madman. So that's good. A letdown from Kidman making the champion. And then Guerrero comes out and accepts the challenge. We had an A+ segment with DDP and Nash challenging Chronic to a match. So that's good. Awesome. This was considered a letdown, unfortunately, but Awesome came across well, so that's a good point anyways. Mike Awesome defeated Sid Justice with an Awesome Bomb. That's great. And a good match too, so that'll definitely help out Awesome in the future. So then General Rection attacked Mike Awesome in the ring. And Rection has an interview talking about his vast superiority over Mike Awesome. Now we'll hype up Kanyon and Lance Storm, which they have a solid match. but they appear to not click at all during the matchup, so that's too bad. Now we have Scott Steiner with a microphone tearing into Bill Goldberg. And then Steiner defeated Sting with a Steiner recliner in an A+ matchup. Steiner then has another interview where he taunts Goldberg. Then there's a brutal backstage brawl between Jarrett and Booker T. Now we'll have Palumbo and Douglas. And that had a great match. So Douglas won with a Pittsburgh plunge. Awesome is backstage with Vince Russo. He has to be given a chance to wrestle General Direction in a singles match for the title, and Russo accepts the request, so that's good. A+ for Goldberg warming up. Another A+ for the entrance. There you go. Goldberg defeated Lex Luger in a great matchup. And then Steiner runs in and attacks, beating Goldberg down the mat. And then quests for the title. And then we have a massive brawl erupting to end off our show. So we got an A show and considered a success, and it's increased our popularity, so that's quite good. So we'll move on, continue here, and we'll see the results, then we'll end off the video here and get ready for Sold Out next time. So let's just see here. So our next event is Sold Out, and that's in 5 days' time. So let's just check out what we've got. You're still upset about the ratings, but we did increase a bit, so that's good. There's a little bit of an increase, but at least we've got that increase. Raw also had a great show. So Undertaker defeated Edge in a good match. Angle defeated The Rock. That's a big show there. So interesting stuff there. And then let's see for Nitro. We had a bunch of good matches on, so I think it's nothing too disappointing. So good stuff here. And so we'll end off the episode here. Thank you all for tuning in to the 3rd episode of Gibby Plays Total Extreme Wrestling 2005. Next time we're going to be getting ready for Sold Out, which should be an interesting show. But as always, guys, thank you for tuning in, and I hope you all have a good day.